Good morning. Good morning. Hi. And welcome in. Hello. Hi everyone, welcome. Happy Wednesday. A million emotes? What do you mean? You mean my 7 TV ones or all of them? All of them. The avatars extension, it can take a minute to load, but it usually does load. Gotta be patient. Good things come to those who wait, as they say. Is a nice day. A nice day. A proper autumn day, I would say. It loaded? Nice. Yeah. It takes a minute. How are you all? I hope you're having a good day. You know, I was a little slow. This morning, but somehow I got to my computer after making my breakfast and it was already time to start stream. I'm not really sure what happened. I've been waiting for 30 years for something good to come along. I mean... Thank you for the toll. Welcome. Speed running. Sometimes it takes a while. I have a little project. I have a little craft project I want to start this weekend. And I'll take a picture of it. I'll show you. It's gonna be... I'm not gonna wait. I've given up. I'm not gonna wait for good things to come. I'm gonna make the good things. I'm gonna make the good things. I need some more arts and crafts. I kind of want to get into knitting, not crocheting, one of the two, but it requires a bit of an initial investment that I'm not ready to make. And I'm also not 100% sure where to get it from. So, there's that. Little craft project. I think it's nice to have projects, don't you think? Do you have any projects, Emu? Project. Oh no. Don't worry. I feel like you should get into model trains. You seem like a model train kind of person. I just wish Lego wasn't so expensive. Can you imagine if Lego was affordable and we could all just buy it whenever we wanted and just build stuff? Like, have like cool little towns projects. Buy like creative blocks and just build random shit for the fun of it. Go back in time. Yeah, I'm thinking about it when I was a kid. My mum used to buy us Lego. It was mostly a Christmas present. I don't know how expensive it was then. She was buying us like a couple of sets a year. Definitely wouldn't have been as expensive as it is now, for sure. But I don't think it was cheap then either. I don't know how they get away with it. Does, I don't know what Lego's, copyright is like. But do they own the very, like, specific shapes and designs of their blocks? Can you trademark blocks? Well, I know there's a lot of knockoff brands, but they're all like children's blocks and like different like they're not square, they're not like rectangles and stuff. Nothing. I've never seen anything that comes quite as close to the variation in blocks that Lego has. I just want a competitor that's cheap. I don't need like all these freaking IPs and stuff. I just want some different colored blocks. I just want someone to sell me some nice different colored blocks. I'll make my own stuff, thank you. I had a whole box full of just random Lego. Yeah, my mum still has all of our Lego. It's not in sets anymore like it was, like all the boxes that came in. And obviously some pieces are missing, but they're still in. Well, she's got them in big tubs, but those are for like my nieces and stuff now. I'm not allowed to have them. It's fine. Right. The Lego patent expired, so people can make bricks. Oh man, we should get into bricks, guys. Guys, let's start our own block company. Let's call it Mimy's Bricks. Who wants to invest in Mimy's Bricks? Let's start it. Ours was literally just a bit of everything. I couldn't name any sets we could probably chuck it out. Probably chucked it out. Oh, I doubt it. That's not something parents normally do. I remember my brother had a really cool pirate set. It came with like a pirate fort and it had like a dungeon in it. It wasn't really a dungeon, it was more like a pit with like a trapdoor. And I had it was really popular at the time to have cowboys and Indians. I had a wait, did I have the Indian set? And maybe my sister had a like cowboy sheriff town. Oh man, the sheriff town was so cool. The sheriff town was so cool. It had a back wall to the jail cell that if you put a little stick of dynamite block in it, it was just a block, it like triggered the wall to blow off. Oh man, it was so cool. Such a cool stand. I liked the cowboys and Indians. It came with like little snakes and lots of horses. Had lots of horses. It was so cool. Can't remember anything else. I remember those sets the most. Or if we had other things, probably. I remember we had a spaceman, but I can't remember what he came with. Lego's fun. I used to play Lego a lot. Good times, good times. Mimy's Bricks. I remember that one. They have 2,000 other patents for gears and things. Yeah, that would make sense. They definitely have a lot of creative pieces that kind of make Lego what it is. If it was just like different shaped bricks, it wouldn't really be as cool as it is. You need all those little bits and pieces and all of the rotating ones to make the really cool stuff. I don't know if I'm smart enough to do it. You know how people make Lego constructions that are like actual replication miniatures of like functioning what is it called, machinery. Like it actually does the thing that it's supposed to do, but it's made of Lego. Proper gears and I'm struggling with words today. I think you know what I mean there. I don't know if I could make stuff like that off the top of my head, but I could make something with blocks. Patents. I understand why patents are a thing, but man, they hold us back sometimes. Capitalism. Let's go. Capitalism keeping Mimyh from her blocks. Yeah. Anyway, today is the last day of stream for the week. We're going to play some Dread Delusion, and next week we're going to start something new. We're not going to stop playing Dread Delusion though. We'll play it on like probably Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday or something. We'll do at least 1 or 2 days next week. I think we'll probably got about maybe 3. I feel like maybe 3 streams left of Dread Delusion. Man, I realize I might complain a lot about prices, but you really can't argue with me, like, ever, can you? Legos are too expensive, right? That's what I'm saying. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with me. How are you, Raven? Welcome in. No one's going to say Lego is reasonably priced. You can tell they've been buying more and more licenses to make crossover sets. Yeah, they've got you go into a Lego store now and it's like, you know, with those old pop culture stores that used to be really popular like 10, 15 years ago? Like walking into one of those, just everything's made of blocks instead of being t-shirts and mugs and pop cap things, whatever they're called again. I can't remember. What are those things called again? Those things called again. I think you know. I think you know. Don't worry about it. Anyway, yeah. Yep. I think if Lego spent a little less money on IP licenses and a little just made Lego for people, they should they should release a budget line. A budget line of just solid block. Even their creative sets that are just bricks are pretty pricey for the amount that you get. Make Lego for the little guy. That would be my political campaign ad. Mimyh, vote for Mimyh. Get Lego. She's gonna make sure the little man can get the Lego. What's your economy plan? Well, I'll make sure that every household has a box of Lego. But like I said, I stick with the creator sets. They're pricey. What you get? Yeah, I don't think you get enough in them for how much they cost. Because to build anything like substantial, you need a lot. You need a lot of blocks. You should be able to buy a box of like 1,000 blocks for like $50. Is 1,000? I'm trying to visualize 1,000 blocks. Maybe that's not even that much. Problem is that maybe you want to make something. Maybe you got something in mind that's all one color. I don't know if you can buy. Creative blocks are usually multicolored. If I wanted to make a Mimyh set, if I wanted to make a Mimyh build, I'd need a lot of pink blocks. I don't even know if they make pink blocks. They probably do, but you're definitely not going to get a lot of them. My own creations. Had houses, space money. Yeah. It's kind of funny, but Lego is the rich man's hobby. Play-Doh. Yeah, I should just stick to Play-Doh. Make it at home. I've been thinking about modeling clay. I did do a little bit of modeling clay craft years and years ago. Pretty fun. Maybe I'll do that again. Would you watch a modeling clay stream if I do like if I do like arts and crafts with Mimyh stream and I played with Play-Doh basically? Which I think I've mentioned this before. We used to go to Sydney for Lego exhibitions. Dad's made something for one of them once. Oh really? That's pretty cool. All right, because your dad does art. Your dad does arty stuff. I keep forgetting that. I will watch you play with Play-Doh. Nice. Future content locked in. I feel like your dad should meet Lily's mum. Sam. Be funny. Alrighty. Not only does he do art, clay ceramics was his main thing. I think ceramics would be so fun. I think ceramics would be a really fun hobby, but I feel like it's too much. Like obviously you can just do hand clay crafting, but unless you've got like all of the equipment and you're able to fire it, you will have somewhere that you can get that done. I feel like it's not really worth getting into. Maybe I'm being defeatist. I know you can get quick dry clay, or like clay that dries in a okay way. It's not the same though. It doesn't look as good. You've Play-Doh on stream before, so Play-Doh would be fine. That's fair. I have played with dough on stream. Play-Doh. I could almost smell it. I could almost taste it. He used to have a kiln. Really? At home? Not at home, right? Must have had like... I assume... I've always figured that there was like a college or a community center nearby that would let you use it for free. I feel like that was a thing where I grew up. You were allowed to take it, your home projects, to... and you put them in the kiln when they were going to be using it, if there was space. At home? My goodness. That's pretty cool. I didn't think people would be able to have those things. Well, maybe not be able to have, but I feel like it'd be really expensive or something. A home kiln sounds like a big investment. Maybe when I'm old. Maybe when I'm old and rich, I'll have my own pottery room. Sounds fun. Soden! Let's go! He got it. He made it. You made it, Soden. Wow. That's really impressive. So cool. So cool, Soden. You should get something special. Now you gotta get to 4,200. All of his Potter friends had kilns at home, in a shed usually. It was his actual career. Oh, yeah, of course. It wasn't just a hobby. All of his friends had home kilns. This is why rent is so expensive in Sydney. They found out that you guys have all got home kilns, and they're like, hey, these guys got money. Ed Preggers. Kind of forgotten what it even looks like. You want something else? Can I interest you in something else? Steam Deck Builders Fest. There's so many games in that category these days. Invincible is 60% off. Cry? Oh, I'm sorry, Sheldon. I'm sorry, Sheldon. You saw this the fest or the sale? I don't really feel like card games. You know, there's one thing that I will say about deck building games. Despite being a genre that sounds like, oh yeah, another deck building game, the genre really does try to innovate a lot. They've come up with some really creative ways of making card games. People that are making card games are actually trying really hard. I already own the ones I like. Sure you do. I'm sure there's not one single one there that you don't own that you would like. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna find one for you. I'm gonna send it to you. Get the omelette one. Get the omelette one. It actually looks really good. Here, I found one for you already. Get this one. It helps when the game keeps track of rules for the player. Digital allows for things that would be difficult or impossible in paper. Yeah, of course. Of course. I just mean, like, I feel like I've got two songs playing at once. I can't think I feel like a lot of genres, video game genres that get popular, people start making them because they're popular. But I feel like deck builders, while people really like them, I don't feel like you have as many game developers being like, oh my god, if we make a card game, we'd be so rich. We'd sell so many card games. The people that are making them are actually making them because they have a fun idea. That makes sense. You're an omelette. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I do feel like an omelette. I do. Mystic Veil had cards you would build the layers of. Each card would start blank, but you would add up to 3 layers. I think most smaller developers simply want to keep the ball rolling, making it rich. Oh yeah, that's exactly why so many of the smaller games are really, really good. Someone's making a game because they have a fun idea and they actually would like to play their own game. There's another game where you get to make your own card while you're playing it. I can't think what it is though. Okay, let me think. Oh, there's a boat! There's a boat ship. Oh, it's stopping and people... I need to get over there. I need to go back to that ruin though. Because... there was stuff that we didn't finish exploring. This increased agility thing doesn't make me jump higher. It just makes me run really fast. I sometimes think about learning more about game development, but then I see people who are super talented, hardworking, probably would never get on the same level. Had decades of AAA experience. I know what you mean. But I think if you have a good idea... If you have a good idea and you have the time and the energy, it's always worth... at least giving it a try. Because you never know. Sometimes you can make something really, really cool that everyone would really enjoy. Should I get on this random ship? What happens if they kidnap me? Hi. $231. Wowee. I also think sometimes, you hear a lot about developers, like maybe one person is really good at coding, or maybe someone has like a really good idea and then they tell somebody else about it, and then the other person's like, hey, I'm really good at art and stuff, and together they make something. I feel confident in programming a game, but not the art. See, that's the thing. Maybe you need to outsource the other stuff. See a middle-aged man with a patchy hair and thick mustache, tinkering with a sky skiff. His skin is weathered, and somehow a pipe stays in his mouth even as he toils. Piss off, I'm working. Excuse me, who are you? A man who is working is not to be disturbed. See you later, Amir. You need to be sour, I'm only asking. I'm only working, so... Any room for passengers in that skiff of yours? The man closes a panel on his skiff, then turns to examine you. Perhaps, or perhaps not. This depends on how helpful you can be. Name is Mikhail. Wait. Is this the guy that my friends call me Mimyh? You and I are not friends. Not yet. Is this the guy that got a quest to find? For his sins, old Mimyh is the only independent sky sailor in the Honoric Isles. Genuine cargo permit for the Clockwork Kingdom. It is. Mimyh's crew up there many years, so he knows all the secret tricks to get your paperwork approved. Clockwork Kingdom is not an easy place to enter. Orders are closed, visitors are jailed, so Mimyh's skills are in high demand. Current waiting time for new clients is about 1 year. Can you get me into the Clockwork Kingdom? You are very funny. Cargo, yes, people know. As I am sure a clever customer like you knows, entry to the Clockwork Kingdom is strictly forbidden. Of course. Where there is will, there is way. Go on. Not with Mimyh, mind. Mimyh does everything above the board. Why is he speaking to himself in third person? It's confusing me. But if we are speaking in abstract, as philosophers do, if a traveller much like you were to give a sky sailor much like Mimyh a proper apostatic union passport, conveniently enough I did just buy one yesterday, then perhaps in theory yes, arrangements can be made. Union passport is quite a prize in the Clockwork Kingdom, unless for entering, but nowadays most people wish to exit, so philosophically speaking, perhaps this would be a fair trade. Funnily enough, I have a union passport right here. He's already taken it. Finally, we are having a serious conversation. Mimyh will make sure it finds a good owner. So perhaps you are thinking, what if this dashing yet enigmatic sky sailor is just common crook? What if he takes my shiny passport, then throws me overboard? Do not have little faith in Mimyh. He hands you a crudely drawn parody of an apostatic union passport. Show this authentic travel document to the royal factor in the city of Ferropolis after we land. Good friends of Mimyh's will make sure you can cross Gate Bridge in future. If you wish to fly with Mimyh again, just find his skiff on either side and flash the passport. Upon Mimyh's life, you will have safe passage. This passport doesn't look very official. Official, is this your desire? Official means clerks and stamps, searchers and manacles. It is the rack, the strappado, the spells that make your lungs burn like you're drowning until you betray every faith you have. Yes, Mimyh knows all about official. How do I find this royal factor? Once you're inside the kingdom, Ferropolis cannot be missed. Big city on stilts, yes. At the side of the city gate there is a checkpoint, with guards who will find her there. You will find her there, lounging in some fancy office. Thanks, I'll keep it close. Are you ready for the voyage? We're leaving soon. Yes, let's go. We can always come back. I wonder if we're gonna fly the whole way. I think we are. We'll come back here in a little bit. I'm excited to get going. I can't move around if you're Probably for the best. I'd fall overboard, I'm sure. This is pretty cool. I want to get my own ship. That's the gate to the Clockwork Kingdom that we couldn't get through. Getting dizzy. Getting dizzy. Oh. A silly ship. Oh yeah. Alright. The main thing that we need to do while we're here is find the fast travel spot. Oh, I should get my I wonder how dangerous this area is. Oh no, that's the wrong button. The eyeballs? Mikhail looks off toward the mountains with an unreadable expression, then shakes his head. Well, here we are. Home shit home. Or what is left of it. Since Mimyh never goes inland, this is where we part. Mimyh will not ask your business, and it is best you do not tell. But if you wish to cross the gate bridge, speak to the royal factor. When you get to Ferropolis, keep your head down and trust no one, understand? You will not wish to be tangled in machinist intrigue. I thought you said I could always sail with you. The Clockwork Kingdom is impossible to explain, but Mimyh will try. Countryside is full of corruption, not to mention rogue myrmidons. But the worst danger is the Clockwork King itself. It and its machinist minions. Piss them off and they will make you disappear. Poof. Like a magic trick. Do not tarry here, I already read that. Do not die. Mimyh hates to lose a customer. I wonder if he'll be back here. I have to leave a different way. Oh wait, is that my ghost friend? Change is a force that sweeps through sky realms unhindered. None can escape it. The Wiccans tried to resist and they were ground to dust. But for some, maelstrom of change is like wind for their sails. In the aftermath of the God War, the sky realms had a chance to choose their own master. But here in the Clockwork Kingdom, that was not enough. Their cipher scribes and machinists committed to build their monarch from metal and magic. It was to be a realm where any common labourer could draw on the power of a god, where every belly would be full, but to embrace such drastic change is also to roll the dice of fate, and the denizens here have found their luck wanting. So what do you think, stranger? Though their people lie rotten in the barren fields, was it noble of them to try to reach for the heavens despite the risks? We should always strive to be better no matter the cost. Idealism is well and good, but not when lives are at stake. She nods. A pragmatic answer. But a ruler would soon learn that their hands would never be clean from blood, and doing nothing is still a decision. That is true. That is true. I watched an early game trailer for this game yesterday. They changed the style quite a lot. It looked similar, but it didn't have the pixel effect. And a lot of the there was a lot of well, I wouldn't say placeholder art, but all of the art was updated as well. I was interested to see if they were making some other games. I did wishlist one of their upcoming games. Very different. I think it's like it's a RPG, a JRPG. But I'm still interested. Looks cool. Might play it whenever it comes out. I don't know how afraid I need to be. This is the city, I believe. Wonder what kind of enemies are around here. This old peasant is murmuring and muttering to himself, occasionally crying out. As you approach, they suddenly fall silent, and apprehension creases their withered face. Hello? Who's that there? What manner of thing are you? Come closer. If you are not corrupted. Or is it my Lars back again to show this old fool mercy? No need to fear, I'm just a traveller. They contemplate this, their eyes roving over past you. Evidently they are blind. Not many travellers these days, no. Borders barred and locked like a barn door. So either you're a criminal or something worse. Old Yods had no visitors for many a month. No, none. Like you, at least. Perhaps there are none left. Ah, cruel winter. Why dost thou mock thy sovereign? O Lars, whither have thou flown? Whither have you flown? Where did all the people here go? To bright lamps and warm fires, yes. To lock and key and warding sign. Ferropolis, that's where they went. Stilted and guarded, not to be corrupted. Safe in the arms of our king. But old Yod's stubborn, see? Stubborn as a rock. Worked this farm since year 0 or thereabouts. What cares I for sleet or snow, monsters or machine? King shall protect this house, or all's for naught. The old farmer lapses into silence, occasionally muttering something inscrutable. How long has winter been going on now? Day after day it snows, week after week, month after month. Poor Yod can't sow, can't reap, can't grow. Someone ought to tell the king, but who hears Yod? Only winds and wisps have been his guests since the Lars fled. The old farmer lapsed into silence. Was there ever a former Darkstar mercenary around here? Darkstar, eh? Surely a creature of the night. Beware, or thrice beware, those who follow such heavenly sirens. Star-crossed are they, sailing for a fate that's written on the sky for all save them to read. The name rings a bell, but the temple's ruined. Come back last year or last decade, when the spires still gleamed and songs of joy still echoed under the garlands. So soon to leave old Yod on his Todd. Ah, but you've been here before, and here you'll be back again. Not long, no. Like Silden. A knife? Look upstairs. Why is this locked? Oh, there's a roof. Ominous bottled vision. A perfect copy of a single vivid dream. These lurid fantasies are a subject of feverish moral debate in the Union. This one is by B. Morozov and contains scenes of surreal divinity and moderate dread. That's weird. Kind of reminds me of Cyberpunk. Let's see, a usable item? Use item. Let's see what happens. Within a few minutes of emptying the bottle, you fall into a deep yet restless sleep. Hey Darren, welcome in. Thank you for the toll. And all of the emotes. Very nice pigeon. Bring your childhood cottage in the mountains of the Clockwork Kingdom, where gods in extravagant burlesque masks have gathered to coordinate their plans for the end of time. You try every rhetorical gambit and imagine to make them postpone it, but the discussion gets lost in irrelevant details. Nice pigeon! Thank you very much. That's a good pigeon. What will we tell the Hydra? Subjects to surgeon god of death. You wake up with a sense of creeping doom. Well, I'm not really sure what to make of that. I saw an enemy here a minute ago. There he is. Ooh, scary. Just the spider trains. Everywhere. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wonder how dangerous they are. A lot of them. To find the fast travel. I reckon it's up in the city. That would be logical. Alright, let's try to get to the city. I don't know how to get up into the city. Looks like there's an elevator over here. There's an enemy there. Oh. Right. Got him. Attention all citizens. It is of utmost gravity that you immediately report all signs of corruption to the proper authorities in your district. Know these omens. Unusual behavior or physical defects among livestock and other animals. Confusion in finding your way through familiar places. Mirages of the eye and ear. Taste or smell of lilac where there is no lilac. Long live the king. Year 26. Hey, Dollar. Oh, you weren't talking to me. Oh, okay, never mind then. Thank you for the toll. Oh, what is this? What was that? Yeah, I was talking to the bird. Hi, streamer. Hey, Dollar, how are you? Door is sealed with an unseen device. Okay, there must be more switches somewhere. I'm good, I guess. Oh, you're not sure? I'm also good, I guess. Okay, that's all. That's 2 switches. Not enough switches, though. Here we go. Played a terrible game at board game night with someone who took forever on his turn. Oh, isn't that the worst? What a bastard. What a bastard. I left halfway through. Oh my goodness. It's unfortunate. I don't think... Don't worry, Raven. It's okay. I just left the game. Is this people that you don't know? Do you go to like a board game night with random people? I meant the pigeon. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. This one. People I don't know, yes. Interesting. What's the etiquette of leaving a game mid-game? Did you just say, I'm not feeling this, I'm out? You win? Is that all you have to do? Introduction to Sixfold Cipher by a Zhang and P. Kobliska. Volume 3. Why Sixfold? The number 6 enjoys many virtues that make it exceptionally suitable for applied cipher magic. 6 is a superior, highly composite number, meaning that it is highly divisible in comparison to its size. Compare 6. Would you agree with this, Samus? Do you also like 6? Original Dune game. You played a board game from the 70s? I don't think that's the etiquette. I don't think you're supposed to do that at all. Well, you know, there's no point. Board games are fun. They're supposed to be fun. If you're not having fun, you shouldn't do it. Heavier game, not something I would want to play with most people. Probably only good friends, right? Or people that are really like-minded. Rules are from the 70s. It's a reprint. Oh, I see. I don't know a lot about board games. I think they're pretty cool. I just don't know a lot about them. I don't feel like reading this much today, I'm sorry. Hopefully it will be in my library later. Unless it's important. It was in a locked room. In the late Zeroth century, Anti-Rex, during the God War, engineers of the old Republic, Cardovan Republic, indeed considered 12, along with 2, 3, 4, 8, and 60 as an alternate foundation for the cipher-powered war machines that would eventually give rise to the Clockwork Kingdom. However, several factors influenced the adoption of sixfold rather than 12-fold cipher. This is all very, very important stuff. Definitely do not have the brain power for that today. I like heavy games. I don't like when people sit there for 5 minutes looking at a board in silence. Yeah, that sounds pretty painful. You strike me as a Machi Koro kind of person. I'm gonna have to look up what that means. Fast-paced 2 to 4 player dice-driven city builder. That's very specific. It's a very specific series of information. First to build 4 major landmarks designed. That does sound fun. 4 players. Problem that I have with board games is that they're usually better with more people. I've never really had the more people part. Most people play for fun. I play for enjoyment. Wait. What does that mean? That's why I stopped playing Magic Commander took over. People want it to be a board game. The rules, interaction, figuring out dragon games. What? Dark Souls is not always fun, but getting through it can be enjoyable. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. If you have one person, you'd probably really like Project L. I'll try and remember this. Project L is really good. Okay, I will write this down. I will write this down. Thank you. Keep that in mind. Oh, I keep swinging my sword because I keep clicking off my game. Alright, we have not yet figured out how to get into the city. Oh, sludgy. Am I walking in there, sewage? Oh, there's a person here. Why are you down here? This disheveled citizen is muttering to themselves as they rake through the mud and muck underneath the town. Hello there. They startle. Oh, hello, mate. Don't mind me, I'm just scratching out a living. You'd be surprised what flushes down here from those cozy folk in Ferropolis. Some may call it junk, but me, I calls it treasure. You actually call it treasure. They shoot you a withered look. Don't be stupid, it's bloody junk. I just say that so towny sorts will give me the time of day. Everyone likes to see a peasant with enterprise. I'm a peasant with enterprise. Hey, Artie, welcome in. Hello. If you could choose to be an expert in using one kind of melee weapon, what would you want it to be an expert in? Probably something light. Probably something light with some good reach. Like a big stick with something on the end of it. Dual daggers. No, I don't think so. Yeah, light with reach, yeah. I'm short and my arms aren't very long. I don't think there is such a... Oh, there definitely is. Some kind of polearm. Maybe just like a really good stick. You could be beefy because you're an expert. Oh, you mean if I was an expert in it, I'd be strong all of a sudden? Interesting theory. It'd be funny if I was really burly Mimyh, big muscles. Be like a little boulder. You would be of suitable build. Maybe some sort of axe. Maybe like a two-headed axe. What would be your barbarian name? That would be your barbarian. The Eradicator. Yeah. Yeah. Does sound appropriate. Where the hell am I now? Oh shit, I'm so far away. I need to get some mapping. Mimyh, the Eradicator. Mimyh. Me, Mimyh. You. Dead. Caked with dirt and dust, a spider skitters away into the hole where an indicator light has been torn out. Maybe it's been here a long time. Amidst the decay, you spy a keypad with 6 round keys. Enter a code at random. No, I think I will... Wait, this is either a lore check, and I just need to be smart, or I'm supposed to come back here with more information. What do you reckon? One of the two. Let's put my smarty pants hat on. The machine beeps nastily at you. Okay, it didn't work. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I didn't want to go in there anyway. Get to drawing that. Polearm, good weapon though. I'd go with something like that. Yeah, it's a good choice. Shield and warhammer maybe, or battle axe. I think a shield and an axe is a pretty good idea. Oh shit, my ad just started. You know, I might take a quick break. Like a Viking, a little round shield and an axe that I can throw at people. I'll be back in a minute. What was that? It's so hard to see. Maybe
it's in there.
It could be in there. It's in there? You see it? Oh my god! We're so fucking dead, dude. We're so dead. What's that big thing in the distance? It's my penis. I mean this thing? Waiting for you at the destination.
I'm standing in the circle. What are you talking about?
Where am I? No, wait, am I the blue one? No, I'm the... Oh, I'm the blue one. Never mind.
Someone clip that.
Instead, my legs are broken. I'm old. Don't hurt me, I'm just a bunny. Oh my god. Let me leave. Prison break. Excuse me? Excuse me? They've teamed up. Oh my god. Bloody hell. You about to get it. You're about to get it, I tell you what. He can't. Oh! Oh no! Hit! It's just... I can't take my guinea pig! Oh, he's dead. He is so dead. Oh, don't punch him. Literally stab him. Where is everybody? Come get them. They killed my guinea pig. Oh my god, guinea pig, run! Get out of here. Shoot him. Oh my god. No tortoise. Bad tortoise. Oh! What?
Oh no.
Oh shit, he attacks me. Why is he in the nud? Oh fuck, he's gonna kill me. Oh fuck, he instantly killed me. Oh my god, I was not expecting it to do that much damage. Alright. Cool. I I really wasn't expecting it to hurt that much. Are you fucking kidding? Are you kidding? You die in that room and it puts you here. Always? Fuck this. This game is such a troll. I'm not gonna go easy on this time. I'm going straight. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna lose it. I did not rest there. I didn't rest there. Thank you for waiting. I am here. Alright. Where were we? I need to keep my eye out for landmarks. Don't miss them. The bridge. Wait, is that a cave? Oh, Death Cave. Alright, let's go. See if we can visit the king. Oh, there's an enemy right there. Are you aggressive? You're not aggressive? The lift is closed due to investigation. I'm afraid I can't say more. Open it. I need to get up. How else can I get up there? I don't think I can. Oh, let me in. How else can I get up? That's annoying. Oh, it looks like if I go over there. How do we get up there though? Going the long way. Oh wait, look. Oh no, never mind. Can I do that again? Alright. We're gonna have to just... Whoa. Fight our way through the countryside. Got a lot of chairs. Is that all that's here? Little coins? It's so quiet. I don't like this place. Hey, Pokejam, welcome in. Calm as usual, I see. Alright. You know, I'm attacking these things just assuming they're hostile. But I don't actually know. I have no idea. Oh, there's another one! Oh my god, oh my god, I was not looking. Oh. 3 of them. Oh, it's a little tiny one. Oh no. Oh, a dagger. Hey. New weapon type. Where should we go? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. The music here is pretty nice. As if I roll a 1. Poison shuriken. Alright. Oh, hello. Their eyes are wide as they see you, and they make some kind of occult sign with their hands. King's mercy, how did you get past the wards? They grab a frying pan from a nearby shelf and brandish it unconvincingly. Stay back! In the name of its majesty, I abjure thee. You have no power here. Calm down, I'm not here to hurt you. Drop the kitchenware or you regret it. I should be going. I'm gonna say the first one. I'm not here to hurt you. They slowly lower the pan. You're not one of them, are you? You're actually traveling out here. Oh, please. Your Majesty, please watch over this brave soul. Why do you think I was back? Who do you think I was back there? Perhaps a rogue Myrmidon. Myrmidon. Does anyone know what a Myrmidon is? Myrmidon. I'm gonna call it a Myrmidon. Bewitched by the saboteur to disobey the king. Sounds like propaganda. Or perhaps even a corrupted one. One of the landship workers told me it's spreading hereabouts. I hear them, you know, clawing and hammering at my door every night. Sometimes it's like they're knocking, sometimes they say things, but I don't listen. No, it's all lies. They grimace. Just mind yourself out there, alright? What do you know of the corruption? It's a foul curse caused when foolish or treacherous behavior conflicts with the king's magic. At least that's what the Machinist Guild says. I'm at a loss though. The people around here make every sacrifice, meet every quota. We honor the king every bright and dim. There must be something else we're missing. Something we can do. They grimace. Just mind yourself. Okay, so... they've been told that anyone that steps out against the king is basically corrupted, evil person. Typical. Typical. What do you do here? I am one of the few farmers left out here. I mind the machines, pass the orders from Ferropolis, clean the crystal heads, and watch out for thematic spillage. Only the machines have gone haywire and we can't plant for all the snow. His Majesty must have reason for this winter. I only wish someone would tell us what it is. Luck to you, matey. I'm sorry, but your king has gone mad. Mad with power. My nose is stuffy. Missed. A door. Okay. Oh, there's a big enemy. The cannon. We need to get on the rolling house. Reckon it would crush me if I stood in front of it? Probably. This worker is cradling a hand-rolled cigarette as they gaze out at the farmlands. The voice is slow and hollow. Beautiful, ain't it? From this distance you can barely even tell. They sigh deeply. You're weeks late, you know. Not that it matters. We need 20 people to run this thing properly, so what difference does it one more or less make? What am I late for? You're not the new crew member. Then you must be from Ferropolis. We asked for a real machinist, someone qualified to meddle with the king's magic. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised they sent you, no offense. I'm actually trying to get to Ferropolis. Oh, well, never mind. You're not really allowed to be here. But they resigned our last militia last month. Said he was needed in the city in case of unrest, so I can't be bothered to stop you. Who are you? I suppose I am the captain here, at least since Bogdan's clock ran out. Technically his title was Senior Crew Chief, Land Ship 4, though I still haven't officially been promoted to replace him. Honestly, I'm not even sure the king knows he's dead. Anyway, what does it matter? Nothing to be done. What is this place? Building? Machine? They smile without mirth. Landship. One of those mechanical marvels our kingdom is so famous for. Think of it as a portable workshop or factory. The king sends us wherever we're most needed. For the last year we've been helping with food production. Threshing winnowing, packaging and all that. Not that there's much to be done as long as this winter keeps going. But if you imagine we can relax, you don't know this kingdom. Though we still have targets to meet and drills to run and meaningless make work to perform. Sometimes I think the king just hates to see us not looking busy. Anyway, what does it matter? Nothing to be done. That feels a little too on the nose, doesn't it? Why is there so few crew? That you've noticed. Yes, at this point we're not even a skeleton crew, just bone meal. They never did replace Bogdan after he fell into the tracks and went under. I used to have nightmares about it, but now I dream at all. Now I don't dream at all. Sigh mournfully. Problem solved, I suppose. Even before it wasn't enough. How we ever managed with just 4 people, I don't know. Still, we must have done it. They do not look up from their work. Stay where you are, don't move. Not 1 more inch. Waggle your finger. Very funny. You keep messing around, overflow the omen buffer. Poison the cipher nucleus. An entire workshop instantly compresses into in the space of a thimble. Won't be laughing then. Must I really explain this stuff? Patterns, resonances, all wrong, very delicate, easily disturbed. Order in chaos, chaos in order, no good, no good. Must I really explain the basics? I'm afraid I really don't understand. What should I do? Speak only in even-numbered words. When walking, only step on every second floorboard. No more, no less. Do not tread on the cracks. Do not envision the color mauve. Only turn your body left, never right. If ye really must turn right, just turn left till you face the way you want. I'll leave you alone. Even numbers, damn your eyes, even. That's madness. Open the door. Sure what I'm turning these levers on for. This worker shouts at you at the top of their lungs. Right, let's get to work. Hand me that thematic lance, and then you're going under the floor. What are you talking about? Eh? What did you say? I said I don't know what you're talking about. What? Speak up, will ye? I don't work here. They wince. King's gears, there's no need to shout. It's... What the heck? Oh, here we go. Something has changed. Something somewhere is different. And it's not this door. Oh, here. Nice. A keyring found inside the roaming factory in the northern farmlands of Clockwork Kingdom unlocks its sister factory in the southeast. Lost to the corruption, the second factory now sits abandoned. Interesting. Interesting. Alright. Where are we? Go this way. It's a big gate, damn. Door needs a key. Just a scrapyard. On the left. No, that's the wrong button. I didn't want to drink that. I want to put down my telescope. Put the telescope down. And spell misses too often. Being buggy. What's the matter? Ooh, a door. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's fine. I needed it anyway. Open? That's hardly worth it. Careful, careful. Relax, Pudchamp. It's okay. It's okay. Chill. Yes. This door. Open, I say. 6. I'd like to know what you ate and drank today. I had Vegemite on toast today. It was pretty good. Boost health. I want the ring that makes me my potions better. What's the green one? Health, mana, and stamina. Ooh, an elevator. I was not expecting that. Pretty good at being Australian. I am pretty good at being Australian. It's true. Maybe my most consistent trait. An ingenious device for the handling of lockpicks will prevent lockpicks from breaking if the attempt nearly succeeds. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Your most consistent trait is being incredible all the time. No, not all the time, surely. Wait, how do I get out there? Probably the door? Probably the door, if I do say so. Well, we're up high. Wait, what is that? That's out of the kingdom, right? Oh, that's Fella's fortress. See. See. Continue on beef jerky. You know, I used to not be a big fan of beef jerky. And I still wouldn't consider myself a big fan. But I have been eating it a lot more recently. I think the key is just to get a nice flavored one. Some of them are kind of shit, but some are pretty nice. I like this sweet and spicy one. I don't know what kind of jerky you have over there, but I've been using it as a good like iron snack. Is this a coconut? It's a bum. You know, I've not used any bombs so far in this game. Gotta be another reason I came down here. It can't be just that. It's not coconut, it's bum. It's a coca bum. That can't be the only reason I came here. There's no way. Alright. I suppose. Didn't go up the top. Is there anything up here? Nothing. Man, what a disappointment. What have you missed? Are we on our way to the Clockwork Kingdom, or did we get a passport? Okay, so I got on a ship and I traded a Union passport for passage into the Clockwork Kingdom. Yeah. So we flew... Where were we exactly? We were... Wait, where were we? Here. We were here. He flew us from here around here. And then we landed over here somewhere. I'm not... We're in the Clockwork Kingdom. It's happening. Yeah, it's happening. All we've done so far is run around outside though. So you haven't missed much. Still exploring. Nice. Such a good explorer. I'm doing my best. Don't miss anything. So I can help it. Another person. Hi. Food shortage, border blockage, blockade, episodic bloody union, corruption, and now there's damn winter. Why can't we just have one problem at a time? I agree. I don't think that's how problems work. Don't give up. If it makes you feel any better, Hollow Shire is the same. Don't give up. Thanks, I'm just tired is all. Ah, I gave him some encouragement. I feel better. Maybe I should say something else to him though. I'm not a big believer in the "it could be worse" statement. I don't think people ever need to hear that. Well, maybe some people. Some people need a little perspective. here. Ring greatly reduces damage taken while blocking. Oh. Alright, we're almost to the place that we need to go to. Almost. If I was feeling down and you came up to me and told me what you ate and drank today, I'd be like, I feel better. Well, I'll keep that in mind if you're ever feeling bad. Lockpick broken. Alright, that's the bridge. That is the bridge. Oh, we found it! Yippee! Don't need roads. Has asked you to link 3 academy portals using the key she gave you. You have activated all 3 portals she asked for. You should return to her the academy for your reward. Let's do it. Man, we can fast travel anywhere now. How has work been? I've taken a little time off work for not feeling well, but otherwise it's been okay. You can drive it to Vela's gunship. Yeah, we can. Or at least just outside. Not the actual... Not her actual ship, but the starting... her old base. We have a fast travel to her old base. Oh, yeah, yeah. Looks preoccupied. Well, I did the thing. I activated those portals for you. Nice. Help her establish portal network. 30 coins. Is there anything I can do to make you feel better? Just have a chill time is all you need to do. Just gonna have a little relaxing gaming session and then that's it. Excellent work, and I'm guessing you're still in one piece. No severed limbs or appendages. Wow. What are the chances those old hunks of junk would actually work? I mean, of course they worked, and I can't thank you enough for finding them. Here, take this. There's the least I can do. I will commence chilling. That's a cute emo. Alright, we did it. I'll wait here. Can we upgrade anything? Ooh, that looks so cool. 30 armor, 30 agility. That's not bad. 2 special thread. Let's upgrade this. Okay, we may as well upgrade everything. I have 2 fancy thread left. 4 normal thread. 2 fancy thread. Ooh, that looks so cool too! Makes me sad that I can't see myself, even just in my character menu. You look so cool. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. It's a nice day. Partly cloudy, so it's not sunny, but there's still some nice sky patches. I think that's a perfect kind of day. What is... Oh, that's the Endless Realms. Ruined. Ruined them. That's the thing we need to go to. We need to go over there. Let's not get distracted now, Mimyh. Concentrate. Right, Mimyh. Very windy out here. Is my house? No, that's not my house. My house. There it is. We should go pay them a visit. They've probably upgraded something else by now. I think we needed more iron ore to do another upgrade. So windy. Wait, did I know there was a house there? Did I know that that was there? No. Get down there. I want to go down. No, I want to go down. Get me down. I just think I know that that was there. Oh, I didn't know this was here. Glorious treasure. Whoa! Pretty funny. Jumped. I'm mad. That was a bit of a detour that I didn't need to take. Back to where we were. I can't remember how much a glorious treasure is worth. It's like 50 something. I wish I could get a ring that made spells last longer. That would be cool. Oh, there might be something like that. I wonder if wisdom has any impact. I don't think it does. I don't think it has any impact on spell length. Just how quickly you can cast and how strong they are. I don't think strength of this spell. Oh, there was a fast travel right there. Or a checkpoint. Hi. You cannot upgrade this property. You do not own it. Man, you cannot upgrade it. You cannot buy houses everywhere. A really unexpected part of the game for me. Alright, let's follow the bridge. It's time to go to the city. Whee! Hi. Fearsome thing, ain't it? Don't worry, this one's on our side. The one word for me and it'll go you like a wild beast, so get in line like everyone else. What is that machine? One of the Clockwork King's most fearsome servants, a Clockwork Myrmidon. Meant to be more loyal than any human soldier, but if you've been in the countryside, you know how that turned out. The guard grins. Guess you'll be dealing with Muggins. Here for a wee bit longer, eh? The hell's a Muggins? He has a lance. And a mace. Why would you need those? Did he mean muggings, not muggins? Calling all denizens of the Abastatic Union, our land is beset with most terrible famine. Can you sit idle while our crops fail and your loved ones perish? We all know who is to blame. The god worshipper, the cultist. Too long they have uttered their dread prayers from the fringes of society, bringing terrible omens upon our lands. Our polymath humbly requests the aid of every denizen in this matter. Visit the Apostatic Union's council building in the center of town to inquire further. That sounds a little bit like heresy. A baby! Oh my god, an actual baby! We just got here from Cloudpine Oblast. Held on for as long as we could, but the winter finally did us in. Lots of folk like us in this town, so I hear. Just hoping that the factor can sort us out. You hungry? Somehow I've got enough supplies with me for 2 people, even though I'm traveling alone. Wow, he just gave me some tea for no reason. It's weird. The stuff in me pack I don't remember packing. What? Are you here to see the factor too? I'm in for quite a wait, I fear. I think this guy's dead. The man naps, awaiting his place in the queue. Citizen is remonstrating with a guard, waving a scrap of pink paper. You don't understand. These new numbers, see? My ticket says 144. But now they're telling us every 10 is a 6. So, is it actually 144 or what? 36 plus 44, 70, is it? Oh, and count the bloody 0, see? Only a wizard could make sense of it. Now I've been waiting for 2 hours already to see the factor. I just want to know. The guard is occupied trying to stop the waiting room descending into chaos. Citizen, I've told you, the royal factor is very busy. Your ticket will be called in the order it was. They jerk their head around to tell someone across the room. Oi, you over there. I told you to sit down. You've got my eyes on you. Now, citizen, like I was saying. I'm going in without a ticket. Weird. If your number's being called, you may speak to the factor. If not, you must stay downstairs. Now please stop bothering me, won't you? I don't have a ticket. This stocky middle-aged woman is methodically entering numbers into a ledger. She does not look up. Your ticket, please. Make up a number. 53. She continues writing, eyes fixed on the book. Why, Citizen Javed? You've changed a great deal since I saw you last week. For instance, your missing leg has grown back. Finally, she looks up at you over the spectacles. Her expression is surprisingly kind. I know it's frustrating to be kept waiting like this. I imagine you've come a long way. But we've just had another wave of evacuees from Cloudpine, and every one of them needs a proper bed. So you're not the only one who has urgent business with the Royal Factor today, see? The Royal Factor continues writing her little wire-rimmed spectacles perched upon her nose. I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn, citizen, downstairs. Oh wait, this is the person that I was sent to see. I need to ask some questions. This is outrageous. I shall make a complaint. Your passport. He examines you properly for the first time. Misha sent you. Well, why didn't you say so? Mr. Gallo, hold all tickets, please. Now, let's have a look at this passport. It's really not a bad likeness, is it? He's captured your nose perfectly. She hands the passport back to you. You'll be wanting a travel permit then. I believe I can help, but given your unconventional means of arrival, I will require just a teensy little test of your loyalty. One hand washes the other, see? Honestly, I haven't had a wash in weeks. What did you have in mind? Some days ago, a goods caravan was ambushed out in Yansk. While on its way to Ferropolis, the only survivor died of their wounds before they could tell us the culprit. Currently, all my militia squads are tied up keeping order in the city, so a proper retrieval mission will have to wait. There was one particular item in the caravan that we just can't do without. What you're looking for is a royal freight capsule with a chest inside. It should be somewhere northwest of here, in the forest beyond the farmlands. The Factor smiles maternally. Maternally? You can bring me the contents of that chest. I think you will have a very fruitful relationship. Okie dokie. Northwest of here. Alrighty. Ah! God is holding some kind of long, thin metal wand, connected to wires to the machine beside him. They pointed it as you approach. You there, citizen. Stay where you are. Anyone entering Ferropolis must be assigned for corruption. Assayed for corruption by order of the king. Now say ah. Ah? The guard deftly pokes the wand inside your mouth, holding it there for a few seconds, then waves it up and down your body, while the machine emits little chirps and warbles. How dare you poke that thing inside me? You folks really know how to give a warm welcome. They give you a hairy eyeball. They give you the hairy eyeball. What? You're free to pass, citizen. Get moving before I arrest you for gross impudence. You're gross. I need to go northwest, so I need to go not this way. Into the forest. But I was just over there and I didn't find anything. Alright. Perhaps he wasn't there until I picked up the quest. Perhaps. Oh man, I had some water. Eight-hour tattoo session. Really? A really long time. Surprised they don't break it up into smaller sessions. What are you doing that's gonna take that long? They can? I need ink. Oh yes? Are you a pen? Ain't got time for small sessions. You're good at Jace. Thank you. What are you getting? What's the plan? Let's read the quest. Right, I am looking for Lost Royal Freight Capsule somewhere in the countryside northwest of Ferropolis, and bring whatever's inside. Northwest. No, that's the wrong button. I think she's pulling my leg. Getting a giant tramp stamp that says property of Miss Must be very detailed. And I've missed twice. Okay, I've been here. I don't know what I'm looking for. There's yellow things. Union stuff. This quest is confusing me. I don't know where to go. Ow, that hurt. Shit. Oh, that must be it there. Okay. There's two different types of enemies. That looks dangerous. A little booties on. You mean business? Oh, shit. Did it. Alright, that's the treasure. Pickled head. Uh-oh. His withered face is frozen in a look of igneous vexation. Alth's eyes rolled back fully into his sockets, gazing into some eternal brindscape of the mind. Resemble hard-boiled eggs. His eyes resemble hard-boiled eggs. That's isn't it? Why everything in the Clockwork Kingdom wants to kill you? Well, just like everywhere else. Everything is kind of corrupted and not working the way it's supposed to. Pretty much the gist. Oh, ad break. You know, it might be second coffee time. I reckon. Little stretch too. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. Besides, you'd make it and then it'd go to waste. Oh my god, you could just go the whole way. Why was I always trying to make a mad jump for it? I could just walk off. This thing's a nightmare. No! Come back! They're so tiny. Oh my god, he would have killed me if he touched me then. Can't kill him because he's too small. I'm trying so hard. He's got like 2 different speed attacks, and like one of them takes an eternity, and the other one just stabs me every time. Anyway. Shut up! I'm laughing too much, so I can't even see. Stop making fun of me. This is serious. I'm just gonna kill him. I think I'm having a bad dream. I don't like this place. I don't like this place. Stream hadn't hit 30 minutes and she already got electrocuted. Electrocuted. That word looks weird. Electrocuted. I don't know, man. Oh, these are different.
Yeah.
What was I standing on? What was I standing on? I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong. What was that? I was looking at the new enemies. What the fuck happened?
You was detonated. You were standing over the could. Oh, shit.
Oh, I'm falling in a hole. Oh, this is a very deep hole. Uh-oh. Stop.
Hey, this could like.
I'm in trouble.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna drown. I'm gonna drown. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna jump down there. Hang on. Where's my bow?
Oh my god. you fucking little bitch. You monster. You absolute fucking just awful, awful person. Oh my fucking god. Stop, 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 stop it, stop it, stop it. Where's Chewie? Where's the stupid bird? Why did it do nothing? Why did it do nothing? I can attack in the water. It fucking fuck. Yippee! My donut cake. Look at here. Actually turned out pretty nice. Wow. 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 No! Oh, this is actually a win-win. It's booger or juicy pear. Alright, here we go. Oh, wait. Boogie's don't taste like this. I'm just joking. It tastes like oh god, no, but seriously, they don't taste like this. You start a lot of sentences with I forgot. What do you remember? I remembered to unmute today. I remembered to open tits. Actually, no. Never mind. I remembered to unmute today. I reconnected my my model. I had a power out. I had a power out in the area today. Thank you for waiting. I'm back. It was only going a couple of minutes. I don't know how long I was going, probably 4 minutes. I'm a little hungry actually. I only just had breakfast. I don't know why. Maybe I should get a cookie. I ate Anzac cookies the other day. They're pretty nice. I love Anzac cookies. Great flavor. Alright, I have some things to turn in. Wait, did he say different dialogue to what they all say? Oh well. My bad. I assume I'm just gonna say same thing they always do. Anzac cookies. Yeah, I made Anzac cookies. Hey dude, welcome in. Good to see you. The toll. Alright, let's return this pickled head. As you do. Actually... Was there a return home bot at the city? I think there might have been. Oh. Let's just use it now. Nearly there, but it doesn't matter. Go through so much mana lately. Here you go. Royal Factor glances up at you over her little wire-rimmed spectacles. Did you find the cargo, citizen? I'm afraid I have no time for you otherwise. Dump the pickled head on the desk. Friend of yours? Her raises her eyebrows and lets out a low whistle. Not personally, but we should thank him nonetheless. After all, he just saved both our heads and mine. See? What's so important about this head anyway? That would be Chairman Duncan, the inimitable first leader of the Machinist Guild. Inimitable. Apparently our king is convinced that he possessed some critical knowledge of the correct path forward for the kingdom. Ever since he died, the guild has been trying to wrinkle it out of his brain. In the meantime, given the current instability, His Majesty has decreed that the head be moved to Ferropolis and put on display for public veneration. To boost morale, see? Cuts the glass jar gently and smiles at you. I don't know about you, but I feel better already. Up a travel permit. Yes, let's get you sorted, shall we? She produces an official-looking parchment and begins filling it in. Not to worry, you will stand up to scrutiny. After all, it's quite real. So, how do you know Mikhail? Seems like you owe him quite the favor. Success. Yes, The Factor's quill stops moving. She gives you a cautioning look, then gently sets it down. Misha and I have a good working relationship. In our own way, we both serve the king. Each of us has targets to meet. He has access to goods that are subject to a temporary mismatch of supply and demand here in the kingdom, whereas I have a city to feed and clothe. See? So, it's everyone in Ferropolis who owes Mikhail a favor. He stamps the parchment and gives you a bright smile. Not least yourself. Well, I believe all is in order here. The gate bridge will be open to you now. Send my love to Misha, won't you? I will do that. Alright, we have Clockwork Travel Permit. Sought after document allowing passage through the gate bridge at the borders of Clockwork Kingdom. It is stamped with a royal monogram and carries the warning: no tampering on pain of annihilation by order of Machinist Rex. But now we can go over the bridge whenever we want. We don't need, although we can also fast travel in and out of the city, so it's kind of pointless. Unless there's something I don't understand. I need to put... Hold on one sec. The city looks quite big. Well, kind of. It's like a fair bit to look around. Let's go see. Let's go see the king. The Clockwork Mad King. mark. I'm scared. No, I don't think we need to be scared. We're here on official business. It's just a town like any other. The guard is shouting with a frenetic energy at anyone passing by. Move along, move along. Stop your gawping. Whatever about you is not your concern. Whatever's above you. What's above us? What's above us? Here we have a shop. They sniff the air. You have the stink of the countryside about you. If I am any judge, dangerous place. Well, citizen, you've come to the right shop. Name's Jacksimir. Jacksimir. I sell things that kill. I'm interested in your weaponry. They tap a large ledger on the counter. What do you need it for? I have to keep records, see, in case the king comes knocking. I'm a farmer. I need it for my own protection. I am a guard for one of the big roaming workshops. Murder, manslaughter, you know, crimes in general. I am a guard of one of the big roaming workshops. They scribble in the ledger. You work the land ships. You're braver than I am, citizen. If you ask me, buildings should stay still. Watch out for the saboteurs, eh? Hey Clovis, welcome in. How are you? Now I just need your name, occupation, and place of residence. You invent some plausible fake details. Something tells you it would be unwise to tell the truth. Jacksimir sniffs the air deeply. Jacksimir. I'm having a hard time with that name. I hope work is going well today. The landship guard, you ain't dead, so I guess I didn't sell you a duff weapon. What can I do for you? Well, that was a lot of hassle. I don't even know if I'm going to buy anything. A glove imbued with a gravity-defying gem that helps negate fatigue during combat. Damage penalty from attacking with low stamina is less severe when worn, as it makes a weapon feel light as a feather. You should definitely buy this. Rusty greatsword. Let's sell our actually, let's hold on to our treasure. The higher our barter skill gets, the more money we get. Oh, we need to come back here at night time. Glove get upgraded? No. Just started, sadly no tech issues. This. These summon glitches have me at my wit's end. I've been the first one here every morning for 2 weeks running, even when it snows, and there's still no bread. What's the king playing at? Shake their head. I'd love to give the bastard who maintained these pieces my mind. What's the machine exactly? You're not from here, are you? This is a royal summoning station. That's how we common folk get most of our food and goods. Only I don't remember the last time I got what I asked for. What's the source of these glitches? Damned if I know. Guild says it's the saboteur making trouble. Last week I tried asking for a baguette in case it made a difference. No chance. I got some kind of flute made of actual jade. My neighbor says it's a clarinet. A jade clarinet sounds quite valuable. Aye, to who? Listen, pal, nobody around here is buying luxuries right now. Makes no difference if you're a clarinet player or a bloody privy cleaner. Food and fuel are what matter, and there ain't enough of it either. I tried to make the best of it, but if the guild catches you selling summoned goods, they flog you in the street. What do you expect us to do? I'd buy the clarinet from you. Well, she just said that we get in trouble if we try to buy stuff, so... I don't think I want a clarinet either. I heard the saboteur submits hundreds of petitions every day, all in different names, telling the king to make more bootlaces, or wind-up dolls, or matching sets of teacups. That's why the summons are always such shite. They say the saboteur got an old dungeon full of bonsai gods scribbling away at it, chained and bound since they was only godlets. Interesting theory. There's a bed. Let's sleep till nighttime. Actually, King's favor pet. King's favor pet. Welcome to the Squeaky Wheel Tea House. What sort of Bubba Zanai do for ye? Want something to drink? Would you now? Mind if you want alcohol, it'll be a mite costlier than you're used to. The king's too fond of it, so most people just take tea or boiled visions instead. Bottled visions. Now if you're selling, I can give you a good price. Magic wine. Quite valuable. I never actually know whether things are worth selling at different places or not. I'll have a look around during the day and then I will make it nighttime. Penny for a song, friend. I know all the royal anthems and the God War Battle hymns and the old Cardovan lays and more besides. 5 coin a pop, no fairer price. You think they would actually sing? I doubt it. Sing me a tune from old Cordova. They sing a weird and ancient song, song earthly and caked with blood. Tells of a plucky and cunning mortal who tries to swindle a god and is full of unfamiliar musical motifs and references to vanished customs. In the end, the mortal is caught and transformed into a silk slug. He is punished for imagining that he could ever be more than he was. This is how things are, and they cannot be otherwise. No future, forever. Ooh, wasn't sure if I'd hit that note at the end there. Another song, friend? 5 coins a pop. No thanks. Nah, thanks, I'm good. Thanks. So, this looks like... I wonder if there's a reason to get him to sing every song. You are confronted by a middle-aged man with piercing eyes and a bushy, well-kept salt and pepper beard. Halt in the name of the king. Traveler, you are hereby detained in the name of His Majesty the Clockwork King. Please don't do yourself a mischief by resisting. What? Why? I am Sunil, the King's Speaker, first among equals of the Machinist Guild. In its ever-advancing wisdom, Its Majesty has requested your presence in the audience chamber at the Mechanarium. This is not optional. Ah, yes, of course. I have important information for the Majesty, for his ears only. Convey me thither, my good man. Success. I needed a check of 55. Thank God I got that hat. Sunil studies you like a pinned butterfly. You can almost see cogs turning in his mind as he weighs his skepticism against the cost of potential disloyalty. I see. Well then, citizen, follow me to the Mechanarium. Please don't tell me this is the king. I had very different imagination. As you approach the vast machine, a sense of uncanny pressure pervades your body, as if you're pushing against an invisible wall that grows stronger with every step. Is it sorcery or only your fear? Your soul knows that the king is bigger than this interface, bigger than the room, bigger than the Mechanarium, bigger than the sky. You feel minuscule in its presence and somehow fictional, as if all your memories were merely the thing's daydreams. Have a drink. The noise of wheels and pistons fuses into an abyssal roar. Your skin fizzes. Your sense of balance swirls. You taste metal, then burnt nuts, then somehow magenta. A delicate metal arm shivers into life and begins to write. Invocation afoot, please abide. Invoking. Rejoice and exult. The invocation is cast. All hail its majesty, Machinus Rex, the Clockwork King. Now summoning cannon, courtesy. Royal audience, human ignorant. Alas, cannot invoke Hex rune. Azoth's 9/12 binding. Alas, cannot invoke Hex. Record of fault. Uh-oh. I think he's broken. The flood of symbols fills the parchment several times over until finally the quill stops. Augury. Subject indicates confusion. 62% confidence. Conjuring alternate exegesis. Fetching true name. Judgment. Thou art subject number CCXL11. Affirm. Yes, Your Majesty, that is me. It is... Be it so. Thy Majesty... Thou mayest rise. Subject... MCDX. Thou art summoned here to account for thy purpose. Therefore, we demand... What is thine answer? O mighty Clockwork King, I am merely an innocent traveller. My purpose? You want me to explain why I exist? An apostatic union agent, hunting a dangerous outlaw. Okay, I can't remember whether the apostatic union is allowed to be here or not. I'm gonna say it anyway. Wondering. Our Majesty does not recognize the entity known as the Apostatic Union. Therefore, edict, all Union agents must first account for past grievances. Thus, this is going really well. Again, the inscrutable symbols fill the page. Continuing about a minute. Therefore, we demand... What is thine answer? Can't you speak the tongue of common folk, O most wise Clockwork King? Alas, cannot summon lexicon. Common folk, no alternate exegesis aspired. This is a hard read. Therefore, we once again demand, what is thine answer? Go to hell, you overgrown pocket watch. Your question has no answer. Pondering. Judgment. Subject. Thine answer is invalid, therefore, edict, thou art selected for the sacramental duty. All prior purpose is hereby annulled and shall be dust. Find someone else. No fault observed. Our Majesty is the final arbiter of all measures of worth. Therefore, judgment, you are adequate for the duty. The sacramental duty is as follows. Shit. This time, the nonsense continues for several minutes. Augury. Failure of these tasks may result in critical reality exception. 76% confidence. Critical reality exception may imperil this kingdom. Therefore, edict. Dereliction of the duty will be punished by unmitigated annihilation. How can I obey if I can't understand you? I said go to hell, you get nothing from me. Oh, is that all? No problem. As it is written, so it shall be. Thou shalt perform the sacramental duty. Subject MCDX, thine audience is concluded and thou art dismissed. Therefore, edict, vacate immediately this hallowed chamber and begin thy task on pain of annihilation. Well then. I feel like that could have gone better. Madness of the King. The King has ordered you to perform something called the sacramental duty, but it is... Instructions made no sense. Perhaps someone in Ferropolis can tell you more. Where's his off switch? Where's his off switch? It's gotta be somewhere. Alright, whatever. We'll deal with him later. We'll deal with him later. I will not ask what passed between you. It is enough for me that the king's will is done. However, Its Majesty has given no further instructions regarding your presence. I trust you to see yourself out. Wait, I need to tell you the king's message. Glenna's nostrils flare. No, you do not. Its Majesty is quite capable of appraising me of its concerns directly. My staff will review the logs of your audience. Be gone. I will not ask again. The king chose me for the sacramental duty. It said there'd be a critical reality. Glenna waves his hands and a cipher signal shines in the air. You suddenly find you cannot move or speak. Enough. Hear me, traveler. Its Majesty's edicts are complex and easily misunderstood. By one such as you, any task of true import will be noted and addressed. You are finished here. I don't like that guy. Can you tell me about it? Machinist jumps when you stab them. They shut up and catch themselves. Alright. King's toenails. No more, no more. Let's both take a breath. Calm down. I thought you were one of the comitologists. That bastard's been stalking me all day, trying to hurry my work. I'm working as fast as I can. What's the delay? I'm a summoner. We maintain the cipher spells that transport goods through the kingdom. From farm to stockpile to summoning station or back again. How do I use a summoning station? It's quite simple. Simply approach the machine, visualize what you want, and press use. If you don't receive the right thing, you probably didn't visualize it correctly. I would suck at that. If anyone asks about me, tell them I'm with the King's Speaker in a private meeting. Thunder wants the next petition locked down by the next star bright so he can check it over first. How's it going? Oh, I'm perfectly on schedule. But we're still waiting on the bloody summoners. Less than a day to go before final commitment. No, final commit, and they're not even in rune locks. Amateurs. This area is a lot more wordy than the other realm. There's a lot more to it. I'm an interpreter. We study the king's commands and proclamations to understand its true wishes. If you need something, I have quite a lot of reading to get through. I actually had an audience with the king myself. Wait, that was you? They grabbed a parchment to take notes. What did His Majesty say? Don't leave out any details. What may seem irrelevant to you is as gold to us. He told me to perform the sacramental duty, whatever that is. Sacramental duty? Huh, that's new. Or maybe it's a legacy component from one of the old political tracts that we consulted to build the king. Was there no further detail? Only a bunch of weird symbols. Of course. You really need a cranial moderator to even read most of its output. Even then, Its Majesty can be a little, well, cryptic. What's a cranial moderator? A magical clockwork device grafted onto your brain. See my mechanical eye? It lets me read the king's sixfold cipher language as easily as a cheap ballad. Unfortunately, Its Majesty's mysteries go deeper than mere language. Where would I get one? Well, you could take the guild entrance exams, score in the top sixth, pass the political audit, undergo 3 years of training, and swear a magically binding loyalty oath. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Maybe Chief Interpreter Afra could help. But we interpreters aren't really supposed to talk with outsiders. You need something more. Well, you didn't help me at all. I don't know how to get out of here. How do I get out of here? I guess I wasn't supposed to take the elevator? How do I get out of here? I'm lost. Oh my god, the stairs. I'm blind. I'm not sure where I am compared to where I was. Out of nowhere, you get the random urge to check your pocket. Inside, you find a scrap of paper that you've never seen before. The enigmatic note reads, "We must speak, but hostile eyes are watching. Meet me after nightfall in the park in Upper Ferropolis. I'll be waiting under the gazebo. Come alone, trust no one. A friend." Huh. A likely story. Okay. Whatever is sealing that door must be Really far away. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. Fine ore. I'm sure fine ore is worth hiding. Maybe it is. The signs are everywhere if you know where to look. Only by redoubling our efforts and rooting out the disloyal among us may we win back His Majesty's trust. Long live the King. What's the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? Can't remember what the answer to that is. Is it African or European? Welcome in. Long live the King. That must be the gazebo. So, if you're having trouble with the King, talk to Reza. It really helped me out when the guild kept insisting I should be able to grow 2 acres of potatoes in my bathtub. Where can I find this Reza? They're down in the conduit somewhere. Look for a market trader in brightly colored clothing. Just mind yourself, it's a weird place. How did they help? They showed me how to file a petition that would pause any goods targets laid on my property. Turns out you have to file it under safety, not targets. All the target petitions go into one big pile that never gets read. Thank you for the toll. Hello. Well, that's a long drop. It's a long drop. Let me in. Nice. Time for target practice. Yes. Yes, indeed. Alright. Now. Trying to keep track of where I haven't been, but the city is a little confusing. How do I get up there? Must be the bedroom. I heard this story. A man and a woman, lovers they were, like 2 seeds in a pod. You couldn't pry them apart with a crowbar. Lived in Ferropolis though. I can't say where they are now. One night these 2 had an awful fight and went back to their own families for a while. Both of them prayed to the king to make them forget the other. And you know what? The king answered. What did the king do? Granted their prayers, didn't it? The next morning they both woke up with no memory of ever meeting, and they went on like this for years, searching for someone new, never quite finding the right one. Then one day they met again, in this very tea house, and even though they didn't recognize each other, they were drawn together irresistibly. How did it end? They got married and had 18 kids, or so I heard. Their love was so strong that not even the king could keep them apart. They both got their memories back eventually and swore never to make the same mistake again. 18 kids, holy. Looting? What are we looting? They glance at each other as if someone is watching them. It's only a story, mate. It's only a story, mate. You heard his story. He's full of shit. If my husband forgot who I was, you wouldn't catch me dead reminding him. Marriage. The machinist is leaning back on his seat, drumming their fingers on the teacup with an amused expression. My opponent's knowledge of this game is undoubtedly superior. There's no move I can possibly make that they will not anticipate. However, I know something my opponent does not. I'm cheating. The machinist's face betrays no emotion as I study the board intensely. My opponent knows I have pondered every strategy ever played by man or god. What they don't know is that my tea is doused with an amnesia potion of my own receipt. They are wholly unprepared to face a lunatic. Hear about the famine over in Hollowshire. They say the Inquisition's sitting on a great stockpile of food, but hanging anyone who talks about it. Knew it were trouble when the Union moved in over there. Bloody knew it. Where did you hear that rumour? They look proud. I heard about it in the Royal Dispatch. Aye, I bloody well read it. Only learned my letters a few years ago, mind. My son still helps me with the technical words. Actually, I've recently been to Hollowshire. You do look like a travel in time, but maybe you can confirm the news then. It's true, the Inquisition's laying waste to everything. I didn't hear anything about a stockpile. They nod sagely. I'll bet. Not worth anyone's neck to tell you. That's the trouble with hanging folk. Sooner or later, you can't tell what anyone really thinks. I'm interested in what the ending of this game is like. The other patrons are getting this woman a wide berth as if she carries a contagious disease. What are you staring at? Wanting to see if I grow extra heads? Is the tea really that bad? She laughs, then doubles over as it becomes a heavy cough. Almost. The stuff tastes like heaven after seeing what I've seen. What have you seen? She coughs again and drinks deeply from her mug. Name's Doyle. I'm a royal cleanup worker, you know, fighting the corruption. A hero of the kingdom, they call me. More medals than you've had hot dinners. And what's my reward? Children hide or stare at me whenever I go. Shopkeepers wipe down every surface I touch when I'm done here. The landlady will burn my mug so I don't contaminate any other patrons. She glares up at you. Oh, what? Your friends dare you to talk to me? Come to stammer some shite about how grateful you are for my service? Or you're just tired of being human? Honestly, I don't know much. I'm new here. Keep patronizing me and I'll kick your ass. I threaten her. I'm gonna say I'm new here. She laughs again. Well, take my advice. If you ever get drafted into a cleanup crew, jump off a bridge so both your legs get broken. A few more weeks of leave, then I'm back to the corrupted land. Damn the king. But it's never enough. At all? No offense, but I might be dead soon. And I don't want to spend my last hours with you. Actually, I'd like to ask you some questions. Doyle snorts. And I'd like to ride out of here on a magic carpet, so what? Did I really hear you curse the king earlier? He gives you a hollow smile. Let them execute me. From where I'd sit, that looks like a promotion. Be surprised what I can get away with, newbie. Not many folk can do my job. Bear that in mind. Of course, there's nothing about summoning outage. The machinists would never admit that the saboteur bloodied their noses like that. They notice you listening. we're King's favor, pal. Just a few of farts enjoying our weekly rations. Every day I thank my stars I live here and nowhere else. Sounds likely. How do I get down lower? No, and for the 6th time no. We do not have any sky plumber codes in stock. I have petitioned, I am petitioning, I will petition. They look at you properly for the first time. Oh, King's mercy, forgive the impromptu grammar lesson. Citizen, I mistook you for a regular. Everything is in such a whirl today. I am Quashi. Clothier and armor to the citizens of Ferropolis. Right now, I have more orders than I can fill. If you want something that's not out of stock. What have you got? Scruffy attire, armor plus regen. Clockwork furnishings. Wow, that's all he sells. Clockwork furnishings. Why do I feel like that doesn't have much in it? I don't think I want clockwork furnishings. But I do want to collect all of the armor because I can. The surface of the notice board is entirely glossed beneath layers upon layers of paper, while half-melted candles shelter at its foot. A sign at the top reads, "Missing persons." Read one of the notices. One notice in particular catches your eye. It looks relatively new and is written in a spidery hand. Dear child, I do not know why I am writing this. I do not know who you are. I don't even remember your name. I just know there is a hole in my life and nothing fills it. If you are real, please come home. I want to feel right again. Oleg Igorovic. Missing person. Something tugs at you about this strange notice. Maybe you should offer your help. The notice gives directions to a house on the northeast islet of Ferropolis, accessed via the city's rear gate. Seemingly by several different hands. Missing 2 months. Tired plumber, last seen visiting Quashi the clothier. Missed by her 3 children, 14 grandchildren, 6 great-grandchildren, and 7 mama birds. Okay, we have an elevator. Does it go down? Yes. Oh. Oh, this is the elevator that goes all the way to the bottom that apparently isn't in operation. Person down there. Weapon. Fuck ye. Ye click it. We screwed. We weapon. Why are you shouting weapon? They squinted at you, unsure of your intentions. Weapon? Weapons, my pet. Weapon's my pet, so called because he's a pure banner. Like. Oh my goodness. His pet is named Weapon. I think this is where I was told to find someone. Ada looks nervous. and keeps one protective hand on their stall. King's blessing, citizen. Don't often see new faces down here. Or have we met before? I've not much in stock just now, but if you've got wee mouths to feed, Mebble, I can set something aside next time. I do. Maybe. What can you tell me about this place? You met the conduits. It's not posh, and it's far from pretty, but it's warm and it's cheap, and the militia don't bother us, so I suppose that makes it home. This wee bit here is what we call the bazaar. There's no summoning stations down here, and it's harder to invoke the king's magic. Some folk see that as a blessing, though. To the cogs, it seems to be out of sight, out of mind. It's not that far down. What you're doing illegal or something. No one really knows some sales are technically allowed as long as you follow certain rules. But they won't tell you the rules, and anyways, it's always changing. Other stuff is technically banned, except for special cases. Only it seems like everything is a special case, because no one ever gets punished. When the machinists do arrest someone, they don't explain why. We just have to guess what they did wrong and try not to do the same thing. Is what it is. I'm looking for someone in particular. Ever tried to petition for a home in the upper city? Pointless. The king rejects me because my community score was too low. What does that even mean? Where they just make up a number and pretend there's some wizardry behind it. Then if you ask how to increase it, they say it's too complicated to explain. Hundreds are beautiful in the rain, you know. All that water running down from the upper city. Rivers and curtains of it, down the pipes and gutters and cascading off all the odd bits of machinery. Maybe we'll get to see it too if spring ever returns. Okay, well, I guess there wasn't anything down here I thought there would be. Just kind of random. Oh. Hold on. Can't interact with anything. Oh, it was the stairs. Oh man, this bloody skull. Skull is tormenting me. I wonder if that skull is for the door. Hey, you. Woman is guarding a bucket of water set down on the ground near the machinery. She sees you, she tenses up. King's grace to you, citizen. Don't mind me. I have nothing worth stealing. Why are you hiding here with a bucket of water? I'm not hiding, I'm warming it. Aren't I? These pipes run right into the machinarium and... Here, look. She grabs her hands and holds it against the metal pipe for a few seconds. It's hot. Wouldn't be right to refuse a gift from the king, would it? I'm just making sure nothing is wasted. Alright, ad break time. I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a moment. Hey, Amir. Welcome back. Tired. I was just opening my window. Okay, Done a circle. Door needs a key. Where would I get a key from? Why is there a ramp here? Weird. Don't do it. You have so much to live for. It's okay. Alright, I want to go back up. A lot of things in this city that don't lead anywhere. Did I go in here yet? Yes, I did. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna sneeze. Yes. I'm gonna go to... use it. Okay. We'll go, pay for a... Wait, I don't have to pay for a bed anymore. I've got a spell to pass time. Just remembered. How do I get over there? Sneeze. There's a door in the city that has a mechanism to open it, but I actually have no idea what that is. Over here somewhere. Oh, maybe this is it. Something has changed. Hey. Collect more. Oh, I'm close there. A little floating house. A glass bottle flies past your ear and smashes against the door frame. Its thrower is a middle-aged man, clearly very drunk. Order. He hiccups. Fuck are you? Are you quite alright? Man struggles to focus his eyes on you. Me, alright? I right. Child is gone. And you're asking me if I'm alright. This is the guy that posted the notice. Shitbird miserable. He hiccups. Fuckster. So, you are Oleg Igovich. Who's asking? Father, it's me. It's been so long. I can lie to him and pretend to be his kid. That seems mean. Maybe I can find your child. Excuse me? Adversary. What the hell does that mean? Oh, he said you're an adventurer. Oh, you're gonna slash me with sword. He makes wild swinging motion with his hands. If you want anything useful out of him, you'll need to sober him up. Right? How about I smack him around a little bit? Give him potion of truth. Give him a slap. I can actually just give him a slap. Give him a potion of stamina. The man shrugs and drinks it. His eyes widen and his hands begin to shake. Then he dunks a pitcher of water over his own head. Oleg glares at you. Is this your idea of helping? You have wasted my time. My child is gone and I'm still here. That's all there is. Case closed. End of message. What do you mean gone? Then why you post that notice? I have no child. Once, yes. Galet Mishkin and Indira Mishkin. Died young. Buried them myself. Ancient history. You can see I live here alone. You can see I live alone here. But last month I found something. A locket in among the junk at the back of the cabinet. I never opened. Says to my father. I don't recognize it, yet somehow I know I have seen it before. I've thought about it and there's only one answer. The locket is mine. I did have another child. One that I have somehow forgotten. So now you've heard the whole sorry tale. Isn't it pathetic? A grown man weeping over a fantasy. I don't care if you believe me. Just leave me to drown myself in peace. How is it possible to get your own child? I wonder if this is similar to the story we heard in the tavern about the married couple. Maybe the Clockwork King steals children and then makes people forget about it. Oleg laughs bitterly. Quite a puzzle, right? Can you imagine how bad a father you would have to be? I cannot explain it, or at least his eyes... He eyes you cautiously, not to you. Now, have you finished tormenting me? How can you be sure it's really your locket? First I thought it must be my ex-wife's, right? So I sent the old harpy a letter. She says it must have been dropped by one of my strumpets. I should be so lucky. Then I noticed other things. That shitty clay pot, who made it? Not Indra, or those height marks on the wall. Whose? Indra never got that tall. Do you ever feel like you've lost something but you don't know what? Like you're incomplete but you don't know how. For years I felt this. When the idea came to me, I knew instantly. This was it. The missing piece. you tell me anything at all about the child? Nothing. You see my problem? There are no clues. The pain is so much worse now that I know, and yet I have no way to end it. I thought perhaps if I drink enough, I will forget all over again. No such luck. Now you see, the case is hopeless, and the person who could help me would never talk to me. As I said, you are wasting your time. What if I could talk to this person for you? Oleg examines you, weighing his options. Well, if it will make you leave me in peace. To the west of the city is a place called the Library of Untruths. No signs point to it, and no official map marks it, but it's there. Take my locket and show it to the librarian, and perhaps, maybe, she will help. I am not sentimental. I know my child may be dead, or worse. All I want to know is their name and their fate. At least then I know who to mourn for. I'll see what I can do, Mr. Mishkin. Oleg grunts. Next time I won't miss. Hey mate, I'm trying to help you. Be a little nicer to me. Interesting quest though. Oh, there's people up here. Why is there people up here? What, his house? 2 citizens are poring over a pile of papers. Wait, so am I meant to fill out this part or not? Do you count as dependent? What the hell is a domicile? Why do we have to claim a reimbursement? Why don't they just give us what we're entitled to? Ah, and to think I learned to read for this. Wow, sounds like he's doing his taxes. No, I think that part's only for if you've been evacuated. Wait, but it says you should already have a case number. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. This floating... little floating building. Can't possibly be anything in it. Hello? This woman is knitting something long and cozy looking. You look like you've seen a ghost, dear. Anything you want to talk about? Been forced to hunt down a lunatic sky pirate. Oh yeah, tell her this. She looks genuinely concerned. King's wheels, dear. That sounds horrific. Why don't you tell me all about it? You spend a long while talking about your highly unusual troubles. You're not sure whether she believes you, but it helps. I should be going. No, I got more to say. Be gentle with yourself, dear. No one can do everything at once. Oh, that's all I get to talk about. Damn it. I had so many more problems. Alright, let us nighttime. Need to look around a little bit. Check all these shops now that it is nighttime. Should put my sneaky mask on. Nice. Oh. Go anywhere. Ah! Fuck. Damn it, I did not want to fall. trying to jump on the railing. Okay. Need to go in here. Oh, there's a potion up there. Treasure. Very nice. Is that the only two buildings, or is there something in here? I don't think there's anything in here. What's that up there? Need to find the gazebo again. I don't remember where that was. Ooh. His lurid fantasy is the subject of a feverish mortal debate in the Union. This one is by Anonymous and contains scenes of tenderness and devastating heartbreak. Interesting. The resident's accent is rather well heeled compared to their neighbors. Perhaps you've already met the redoubtable Citizen Kerr. They get a little fierce sometimes, but don't take it personally. They're just trying to do the right thing. It's an awful shame about poor Nadia. My heart breaks for her mother. I hope she gets through it. We're all rooting for her. What is wrong with her? Oh, I'm sorry. Are you a friend? Nadia's very sick. Can't even get out of bed. If you drop by to wish her well, I'm sure her mother would appreciate it. Is she here? Maybe I can give her a health potion. So many rooms that I haven't been in. Even when I think I've been everywhere. But how many freaking rooms has this building got? Here she is. Here, take a health potion. This woman lies tucked up in bed with the childlike and unself-conscious peace that blesses us all sound sleepers. Her face is creased in an expression of unease, as if grappling with some private impasse. Someone has brushed her hair back neatly over her head so it doesn't get in her eyes. Can I not give her a health potion? Here. This middle-aged woman looks worn down to the bone, with bags under her eyes and deep worry lines in her forehead. Her jet-black hair is unkempt but held in place by a long ornamental pin of surprising finery. Oh, hello. Are you one of Nadia's pals? Oh, it's you? Are you the lady with wrinkles in her forehead? Or are you the one that's in bed and is sick? I'm afraid she's not seeing anyone right now. Is you're right, she looks like she's out for the count. Something about your manner seems to cut her, and when she speaks, her voice cracks as if she's about to cry. No, she's not all right. The woman closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. I apologize, stranger. You're not seeing me at my best just now. Thank you for the care. Naj's mother, Yasmin, has this last month. I've been her full-time carer as well. It's those bottled visions, you see. What happened to her? Our family has had a rough few years and there wasn't much joy in our lives, so when Naja first started getting into visions, I was happy for her. Then she began spending all her free time dreaming. Soon she was sleeping until noon, missing work. Now she barely wakes up at all, and she's never lucid when she does. She can't can't even feed herself, but she does need food and fuel to keep warm. With all these summoning glitches, I have to pay cash on the black market, and we're down to the last dregs of our savings. Yasmin shrugs despairingly. I just don't know how we can survive like this for much longer. There's some kind of treatment. You mentioned your family has had a rough time lately. Pardon my ignorance, but what are bottled visions? Maybe I could help find Naja a doctor. I could be a doctor. I'm not telling. What are you saying? What are you saying? Isn't there some kind of treatment? Yasmin throws up her hands in frustration. I don't know. I'm not an alchemist or any kind of vision expert. We petitioned the king for a doctor to visit, but with the way things are, it'll be months before we hear back. Maybe I can help find Naja a doctor. Tentative hope is kindled in her eyes. Oh, would you? Yes, you could ask Vidal the vision trader about it. I doubt I could face him myself without knocking his lights out and trashing his shop. Vidal must have seen cases like Naja's before. If there's any ways to help her, he'd surely know. She arches her eyebrows as if he refuses to tell you him... No. And if he refuses, you tell him he'll answer to me. Yasmin makes her best attempt at a smile. Was there anything else you wanted? How are you doing? She thinks for a long time before responding. When she does, her words are eerily calm. Sometimes I just want to scream. Scream and scream and scream and scream. And keep screaming until I ruin my throat and can't make any noise at all. And you know something? I don't think anything would happen. Nobody would respond. We're all so trained to stay in our little circles of candlelight. To never really think about what happens all around us. Because if you think about it, then it becomes real for you too, and not just for some other poor bastard you don't know. Maybe I'd be the same if not for what's happened to Naja. Yasmin makes her best attempt at a smile. Alright, good luck to you both. I've got a new quest. I have got a new quest. What a random quest here. Missing person, vision trader. Alright, it's becoming morning. I was supposed to meet someone at nighttime. Might have to pass time again. Yeah, I need to go over here. I wonder if it's too late. Oh, here they are. The woman smiles at you with a spark in her sea green eyes that seem truly without malice. Her mechanical arm gives a fluid salutation, while her brooch marks her as a member of the Machinist Guild. Hello, stranger. Come to escape the world for a bit. Are you a friend? Her smile widens. So you got my note. Thank you for coming. Sorry for the cloak and dagger dance. The mechanarium is tense right now. Being seen with me would put you in danger. My name is Afra. I am the chief interpreter of the Machinist Guild, and I'm very excited to meet you. Charmed, I'm sure. Tell me, friend, which part of yourself do you like the least? If you could change something today, what would it be? My body. I've always struggled to look at my reflection in the eye. My heart. I wish I were kinder, slower to anger, quicker to trust. My charisma. I feel like everyone is sharing a joke I don't get. Lie. I'm happy with myself. Why is that a lie? Why can't I just be happy with myself? What does this have to do with anything? Everything. Humor girl, won't you? I have no idea what this is about, but I'm scared that it's gonna change something. You don't guess. We know why it's a lie. No. I'm happy with myself. Sages. I'm going to say my heart. By recognizing the problem, you've won the first battle. But why should you have to accept that? Why shouldn't you be able to change it? We live in an age of marvels, increasing every year. Magic is abundant, fizzing in the air and in the stone and in our blood. Why not use it? Magic is dangerous, and it always has its price. True, but its dangers can be managed, its costs shared, and what about the costs of leaving things as they are? The yawning abyss of suffering that we just call ordinary life. Wow, it's a bit much, bit heavy for the morning. She talked very quickly now. She's talking very quickly now. But what does this have to do with your note? Tell me why you brought me here. She blinks. Oh, yes, of course, the note. Listen. You already know something is deeply wrong with the kingdom, don't you? You needn't pretend anyone can see it, even if they're afraid to say so. Go on. It's not just the shortages, or the awful winter, or even the corruption. The king's alterations to reality have lost all rhyme or reason, and things are going missing. People, houses, towns, words, even memories. Many people blame the machinists, but the truth is that even we no longer understand our king's actions. Hence, I suspect that all these problems are just different sides of one problem. Through magic, we're gonna do things old-fashioned way. Exactly. The king is using magic that no one understands, and it's causing problems for everybody. Bluntly, the Clockwork King is going mad, and nobody has any idea why. That is, nobody except me. As chief interpreter, my sacred duty is to analyze Its Majesty's wishes. I've become convinced that the king is trying to tell us something huge, something we don't want to hear. What exactly did the king say to you? Speaker Sunil won't let me read the logs until he's redacted anything confidential information. But that'll take months, and we may not have months. It told me to perform the sacramental duty. It said there might be a critical reality exception. I'm gonna say sacramental duty. I think I'm supposed to kill the king. I've got to pull the plug. The sacramental duty. I've never heard such a thing. Didn't it explain what that means? Yes, it was in some weird language I've never seen. Of course, those symbols the king spits out are sixfold cipher language. I could read them easily if only I could access the logs. Damn it all, Sunil, why don't you listen? Ben, this confirms my worst fears. Her speech quickens. Because don't you see? It's all connected. If cipher is the true language of reality, and cipher magic is powered by cognition, that means we must account for all relevant cognition within the defined thermosphere of space. Something. Which, in this case, is a whole kingdom. Now, Karak's law states that the cumulative cipheric interactions of n cognitive entities may be expressed as a six-dimensional vermiform manifold according to the function. Listen intensely. You've completely lost me. I didn't come for a university lecture. She stops and takes a deep breath. I'm sorry, this isn't going how I imagined. It's all just so damnably tangled up together. If only... She snaps her mechanical fingers. That's it. You need to see it for yourself. There is a house here in Ferropolis. It's scheduled for removal, but I have ensured a delay long enough for you to visit. Take this key inside the house and you'll find a mirror. Walk through it. Oh shit, magic mirror. Where exactly will I find this house? The house is tucked away in the lowest level of the city, what locals call the conduits. It's rather a warren down there, so you might have to scratch a bit. Conduits are hardly a savoury place, but you do meet such interesting people. I used to love visiting the bazaar back when I was just a junior interpreter. Alas, my present ranks, I would be most unwise for me to be seen there. I'll see what I can do. Please try, friend. You can't know how important this is. It's a bit of silly story, but it is interesting. Alright, there's a house here with a door that I couldn't unlock. This is it. There's the mirror. Here's some treasure. Ooh, a goblet in a box. You step out the other side of the mirror. For a moment you think you're still in Ferropolis, until you look up and see the sky is gone. Instead of the Honoric Isle's familiar red neuron star, there is only blackness, save for a swirling gyre of dim blue light, staring down at you like a malevolent eye. Tenement drifts overhead, unmoored from the earth, tumbling slow and end over end. All around you, the city twists up impossibly into the air. Houses piled upon houses, pipes and drains, gutters spreading like tree branches as far as the eye can see. What? Try to get back through the mirror. Cast your return home spell to get out of here. Look around. It's freezing here. Frost crunches under your feet and every surface is hung with icicles. You see statues in naturalistic poses cluttering the street. But no people. From somewhere nearby there is a sound of discordant music. Hello? Afra? Anyone? Examine one of the statues. Look for the source of the music. Ignore the scenery. Search for a way out. Look for the source of the music. The music verges on random noise. Every time you think you've figured out the structure, it changes and slips from your grasp. Sometimes it stops for several minutes, and all you can do is wait, shivering. In the deserted remnants of an old plaza, you find a grand piano, its keys plinking and plonking on their own. No other living soul is visible. You shiver. Why the hell did Afra bring you here? Examine one of the statues. Your stomach twists as you realize this statue was once a living person. The mouth is open and their fist is raised in the air as if they were frozen solid in the midst of a screaming argument. Plinking and plonking. As you explore, you find another frozen person lying tucked up in bed in the middle of the street, wearing a nightcap with a pom-pom in the end. And a family sitting around a dinner table, forks and cups suspended halfway to their mouths. You shiver. Hello? Afra? Anyone? There is no answer save the echo of your own voice. Ignore the scenery and search for a way out. Time seems to work differently here. You feel like you're wandering for hours, but it could be minutes. At some point you realize you are now upside down, in relation to where you started. A rowing boat with 2 petrified passengers spins in the air. Finally, leaning on the railings of a catwalk that goes nowhere, clad in a well-worn fur coat, you spot Afra. She waves at you. Afra's breath mists in the air as she gives you a wry smile. Well, fancy seeing you here. What is this place? I wonder why they did this in text only. Maybe it was too hard to... No, it wouldn't be too hard to make. What is this place? My best guess is that we're in a pocket dimension, created or repurposed by the king. Maybe this is where he sends things that go missing. Alternatively, it could be the very beginning of our cosmos, before the neutron stars were born, or the end after they've died. This is all just speculation, you understand. How did you get here? The same way you did. I discovered this place by chance about a year ago, and I've been struggling ever since. As far as I can tell, no other living machinists even know about it. Why is it so cold? Have you tried to cast spells here? I think the bedrock cipher syntax is broken somehow or different. That would mean the causes defining material objects are left incomplete and loop back into the void, dumping their energy as they go. And heat is just energy, really. This hypothesis would be quite heretical in the apostatic union. Suffice it to say that the existence of this place calls orthodox cosmology into question. This is what you wanted to show me. Yes, this is what the king has been doing. Everything you see here was vanished from our world by the king's magic. When they vanish, reality adjusts around them as if they were never there. There are hundreds of people here. Houses, streets, towns. It's a silent massacre no one's allowed to think about. And it's speeding up. Perhaps it's possible. Years ago, before I joined the Machinists, we gave the king the power to alter people by magic. The idea was that a new society would need a new kind of citizen, with new virtues and skills. Before long, my colleagues began using the power to rewrite troublesome personalities, or even erase them from existence. Wish I'd paid closer attention. It wasn't my department, you understand. This is beyond anything we ever asked for. I've scoured the logs, and almost everything here was vanished by the king on its own initiative. In other words, we've lost control. It sounds like you got your wish. Afro winces, perhaps. I should have asked more questions, raised more objections, but please believe me, most of my colleagues are not evil people. No one wanted this. In fact, I found evidence of at least 12 missing machinists from my own department, whom nobody remembers. Did any of them try to raise the alarm? Am I really the first to find this place? No wonder we always feel so understaffed. What do you mean it's speeding up? You know what exponential means? Suppose you have 2 spore mites and they breed. Then you have 4 spore mites and they breed. And then you have 8 spore mites and they breed. Oh shit. Indeed. Can we help these people? Bring them back somehow? Afro looks pained. Anything that stays here more than about 6.5 hours becomes irrevocably void-touched and would disintegrate upon returning to our world. The best we can do is try to stop the inflow. How can this be stopped? Offra twists up the corner of her mouth in a mirthless smile. I was hoping you'd ask that. We've lingered here long enough. If you're willing to help, step through this mirror and meet me back in the Unison Park after nightfall. I have another question first. Let's not chat too long lest we become permanent residents. That's all I need to know. Shall we depart? Let's get out of here. Well, that was very interesting. Very interesting story. Yep. Yep. Person has a fake leg. So that guy's kid went missing by the king. Real fake leg. And he forgot about them because anytime anything goes missing, people are made to forget about it. So he just forgot his kid. Now I have to tell him. Kinda sad. Although I don't have proof yet, so I probably can't tell him yet. It's still nighttime, we might be able to talk to her. I'll probably finish soon. Finish up this little section. Wonder if she'll still be here. After his mechanical arm gives you a fluid salutation. No, friend. Now you've seen the cost of the king's madness, will you help me? Compensate you, of course, as best a humble engineer can. You have my attention. Oh, King's mercy, thank you. You cannot know how grateful I am that someone understands. I've been working on a spell. It would stop the vanishings and reform the king's power, so that it can only alter people at their own request, with their consent, just like we talked about, see? Unfortunately, my spell must be enacted inside the king's audience chamber, and these days only Speaker Sunil and his inner circle allowed in. They're all so paranoid about the saboteur. But you, the king summoned you specifically. You realize how rare that is. Its Majesty does make mistakes, only Its Majesty doesn't make mistakes, only decisions we don't understand, yet. And Its Majesty has decided you're important. If we can induce the king to summon you again, Sunil would have to let you in. He'd never disobey a royal command, then you can input my spell. Does that all make sense? Just tell me what I need to do. First, we must catch the king's attention. About a month ago, strange phenomena were reported in a graveyard outside Ferropolis. My analysis suggests these phenomena are a secret message from Its Majesty. Machinist Guild insignia. Take my Machinist Guild insignia and investigate the graveyard. The graveyard keeper may be able to assist you. Use it carefully, friend. These insignia command great power throughout the kingdom. I could be wrong, but I suspect the message will begin with music like this. She hums a haunting tune. Somehow familiar and ethereal. All at once, like a lullaby from time's own beginning. You have a good voice, you know. She looks genuinely pleased. How kind. Well, perhaps if this whole machinist business doesn't pan out, I can make a living as a troubadour. So, is your mission clear? Where will I find the graveyard? Outside Ferropolis to the northwest. If you leave via the main causeway, you'll see broken ley pylons running downhill to your left. Follow them until you come to the graveyard. So, is your mission clear? What can I do with your insignia? The Machinist Guild is empowered to act with the king's own authority. My colleagues use their insignia to investigate crimes, requisition goods, and generally compel obedience. I must stress this brooch is a privilege, not a toy. I trust you won't do anything untoward with it. Of course, I'll use it only for our mission. I'll be careful with them. She looks relieved. Good. After all, if the guild were to find out, well, no matter. I'll break 1,000 rules if that's what it takes to save the kingdom. So, is your mission clear? I understand. Wish me luck. All the luck in the world. Oh, and friend, please don't breathe a word of the plan to anyone. Especially Speaker Sunil. I shudder to think what he'd do if he found out. Turns around, he's right there. Graveyard must be... Oh, that's what she gave... Did she give me a key? I think I know what the graveyard is. It must be that big building that I couldn't get into. You know, it's weird. I'm fairly sure I can just go into the king's... I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to just go in there. So I'm kind of wondering why I can't just go in. Oh, look, there it is right there. I don't think I should go in now though, because if there's a particular order to the quest, I don't want to mess anything up by not doing it properly. Not morning yet. I want to go and visit the... Wait, it's this shop right here, isn't it? Alright, I'm gonna pass time until morning. I want to talk to the shopkeeper, and then I think I'll stop. And you there. The shopkeeper has his nose buried in a giant ledger. King's blessing, citizen. I'll be with you in a... He glances up and does a double take. Tick. God's teeth, a new customer. Shopkeeper seizes your hand and shakes it vigorously. Welcome, welcome, dear citizen. I am Vito, the foremost fully licensed vision trader in Ferropolis, and dare I say the Clockwork Kingdom. You're still shaking my hand. Oh, my sincere apologies, citizen. It's just so exciting to see a new face in here. Forgive me for not standing up. These legs haven't been the same since the God War. So what's your fancy? A dream of flying? Lightness and freedom on the wind? A revere of the vanished past? Or for the darling soul, a nightmare so chilling your waking life will seem like bliss? I'm here on behalf of a customer called Nadia. Nadia? Why yes, she's a regular of mine. One of my best customers actually. But I haven't seen her in weeks. Is anything the matter? It's not good. I'm afraid she's very sick. Vito's face falls into an expression of horror as you explain the situation. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I've read about this happening. Of course, I've just never... I mean, nobody I know. Look, I don't know anything about this. I'm just a shopkeeper, you understand. You're well connected in the vision trade. You must know someone who can help. Am I meant to notice your best customer? You didn't notice your best customer was an addict. I think I'll say the first one. He seems to take strength from your words. Yes, you're right. Nadia is my customer and I have a responsibility to her. King knows I never wanted her to do her any harm. Dr. Prip, that's the man you want. He's a medical genius and quite a canny businessman. He invented much of the technology that sustains our trade. I know he's been studying dream sickness very closely. Prip runs the Royal Vision Works out in Clockpine Oblast. It's in the far northeast of the kingdom, on its own little island out beyond the mountains. I'm sure he'll have some treatment or elixir for poor Nadia. Beetle sighs, sounding rather less chirpy than usual. Well, what else can I do for you today? Looking for information. How intriguing. Perhaps I can help. I'm looking for a Dark Star mercenary. Seen one? A mercenary? King's Grace, no. There was a fellow named Caxton Frost who ran off to join some band of sky pirates. That was the Dark Stars, I think. However, he met a sticky end when his leader made him walk the plank. Fiddle's expression brightens as he apprehends a sale opportunity. Of course, if you're interested in sky battles, such like, we have plenty in stock. It's quite a common fantasy. Let's see. Palanquins, penis thieves, pirates? Would you like to be one? Fight one? Romance one? Be menaced by one? Be menaced and romanced by one? Attend university with one? Play chess with one? Inexplicably find yourself naked with one, or something else? I'm not interested in bottled visions right now. Romancing a pirate sounds interesting. Who wants to play chess with pirates? I'm not interested in bottled visions right now. Are you sure? We just got the latest Metcalf in, and those are very popular. If you waited another day to ask me, they'd already be sold out. I'm looking for a real person, not some fantasy. Metcalf's visions are as real as it gets. The atmosphere, the details, just exquisite. A lot of customers think he must have really been a buccaneer. Theodore leans in conspiratorially, but would you like to know his secret? I've met the man, and I can categorically tell you. Horace Metcalf is an ordinary human being like the rest of us. Just goes to show there's no limit on dreams, eh? How very interesting. I'd love to meet him. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to divulge his address. Bottled visions can stir up powerful emotions, you understand. Some people get a little fixated on one supplier or another. Best for everyone that dreams stay dreams. All I will say is that he lives outside the city, so it's far too dangerous for you to go searching for him. I'm afraid I'm not at liberty to divulge his address. Okay. Well then, we got a lot of information out of that guy. Supposedly Frost is dead, but the vision trader in Ferropolis told you of a man called Horace Metcalf out in the countryside who might know something. Alright, I think that's enough. I think that is enough for now. Today was a lot of reading. I find this kingdom quite interesting, but we've only just scratched the surface, it feels like. I need some rest. It's time for Mimyh to rest. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna get going. I will be back on Sunday. Thank you for the stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Yes, I will be back on the weekend. After the weekend, we're gonna start a new game. We will be continuing this game, of course, but we're gonna have another game going as well. I hope you will enjoy it. I think it'll be really fun. But I will not tell you what it is. It'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise. Alright, I hope you all have a really nice weekend and a nice day, and I will see you in a couple of days. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. Bye bye. Bye bye bye. Take care. Thank you for story time with Mimyh today. I enjoyed the stream. I enjoyed my time. Alright, bye bye. Take care. Take care. Have a good day if you're still at work. Hope work goes quickly. Bye bye.